Thought I'd do a little video of the backyard today. I did a live Facebook one today, but I haven't done one of the backyard. Did the Facebook one out front. This is my my Russian lady vine, and it's still blooming. Still very pretty, cascading over the arch. The dead tree to the left over here. I'm giving that until spring to do its thing. I moved the bay leaf, so that's a big bay leaf tree, and it was just crowding everything out where it was. So I moved it up there. If it survives, it survives. If not, I'll put something else there. It wasn't flowering for me anyway, so we'll see how it does. But fall has definitely set in. It is cold. It's in the 50s. I do have a little snapdragon here in yellow that's hanging in with the cold temperatures. My hydrangeas are on their last legs, turning the maroon color. My purus is budding up. This is how it gets for winter, and those will all be nice, pretty white bell blossoms in the spring. My pestamon over here is it's all going to seed, but it did spread very, very far this year. Still got a few purple little blossoms on them. I hear a bird tweeting over here by the pond. My hosta still looks nice. It hasn't been hit by any frost yet, so it's doing well. Got a couple of daisies that are still blooming. Other than that, everything's pretty much alive and well, but it's green. It's not flowered of any sort. And towards the back there, my maple is getting a little color to it. Well, there you are, bird. Oh, and Lizette is here to say hello. Where are you, Lizette? I hear you. I don't see you. Ah, you are this way. Are you going to talk to us? What do you think? Oh, you're always scratching. Yes, you come up from down in the mulch and then you have to scratch it all off. Is it a halfway? Yeah, it's a halfway sunny day today. Yes. But it is cold, huh? It is chilly out. Yeah. And I have some more snapdragons over here blooming by my bumblebee that my daughter bought me. Bumblebee is made out of old flip-flops. And she bought it from somewhere. What? You want to say hello? Yeah? Are you telling us about it? Is it good? It's good for you today, huh? Yeah, it's not raining. No, it's not raining at all. Yeah. Ground's a little wet, though. Yes, yes, we're wandering off. And I've got my asters in the back there. They're very pretty. And see if I can zoom it in a little bit here. There we go. And the red maple still has its leaves and it's getting tall. Yes. That's what I want to see. I want to see it gain some height. My rambling rose is getting out of control again. I don't know whether I'm going to want to tackle it now or whether I'll tackle it in the spring. I really don't want to drag the ladder out again because the soil is very loose around here now. But everything is starting to wind down for fall. I still have my roses blooming, my candy cane roses. But even they're starting to wind down. Got some blossoms that are coming along, but I don't know whether the frost will hit them or not. Fish are hibernating in the pond. And over in the back there, I've got my burning bush turning colors. Got a bunch of spiders that are floating around in the air, and I keep having to wipe my nose and get them off my nose and my ears. And these hostas are still hanging in there. There's a little spider right there. Anyway, it is chilly out here. It's in the 50s. You can hear Lizette yowling, yowling, yowling. I've got to put some water. We had a rainstorm, and it rained all night, but it didn't rain enough to fill my bird bath. So I'm going to have to turn on my water and fill the bird bath. Either that or use my watering can. And it looks like my hummingbirds are out of their hummingbird food, so I've got to make some more of that, so they'll be happy with me. I still actually have my butterfly bush blooming over there, which is amazing. That is way, way too late for it to be blooming, but it is. And then down here for a bit of fall color, I have kind of a, these come out white. They're hydrangea. They come out white, and by fall they turn this sort of mauve-y, dusty color, which is really pretty. I'm gonna have to take a still of that. But I still have squash coming. Got a yellow squash coming there. Whether it'll get rot on the end of it or not, I don't know. But it's not quite ready to pick. Oops, let's get you off of Zoom. There we go. I do have my burning bush that's starting to burn. See if that'll come out very colorful in a close-up. There we go. But as you can see, the hostas hold on to their color. I've got the white and the green color of the hostas, and then the pretty red color of the burning bush coming along. So it makes for pretty colors out here. And this is my shade garden. It blooms at different times than the rest of the garden. Got a zucchini coming over here and some more blossoms. And Lizette, of course, is following us along. But this down here, remember those big, tall, very pretty pink Japanese anemones? This is a transplant of it, but it has been in the shade garden and it did not grow into big, huge flowers. It grew into smaller ones. But I transplanted it 2 years ago, and it hasn't gotten large. It's stayed contained and tiny flowers. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know if it's ever going to get really big. I planted it back here because I figured it would reseed into this area and be nice, wispy, pretty pink flowers. But no such luck yet. And my geraniums are still hanging in there. And I've got hydrangea that still has its blossoms, but they don't look too nice right now. And down this way, I have my other hydrangea its blossoms have long since had the color in them, but they still have pretty form. And over here, I've got my Fuchsia, 2 different varieties, and both are still blooming. This one, of course, is my favorite. Just very pretty blossoms. And my other Japanese anemones are right there and very tall. Really dire contrast to the smaller ones I just showed you that are still blooming. And this one here is another burning bush that is just starting to turn. This gets a little bit more sun than the other one, and it's a little bit closer to the house. Got some reddish color on my peony bush. Some purple on my shamrocks. And in the back, I've got some asters peeking through. And I'm thinking that in the spring, I'm going to move my clematis because I just don't like it there. It hides the asters and it doesn't do well. All right, well, goodbye from Lynn and Lynn's Garden in Port Orchard, Washington. Hope you're having a nice fall.